Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Allow me to introduce you to James Mark. James introduced himself to Seraphina and it wasn't long before his attempt at scamming started to backfire on him. "How are you?" he asked Seraphina. "I'm very well, thanks," she said. "Just wondering if I know you." "Really?" he said. "And if you've been watching previous videos, we can all say the answer together." "Yes, really?" said Seraphina. "Including me too," he said. "What does that mean?" asked Seraphina. "Do I know you? You contacted me. You must know the answer." "You don't know me yet," he said. "I will explain myself to you. We can't wait, mate. We're getting to know each other. I hope I'm making sense." "Okay," she said. "I was just wondering why you messaged me and I didn't recognise your name. Tell me something about yourself." "Good," he said. "My name is James. How about you?" And that right there is a pretty good indication that you're talking to a scammer if you're on Facebook, because at the top of every Facebook chat, of course, it gives your name. "Can't you see my name?" asked Seraphina. "I was hoping you'd tell me something about yourself. You know, how old are you? Where do you live? What do you do?" "I'm still younger," he said. "You senior. Me no need telling you my ages." "Okay," said Seraphina. "Goodbye." 27 years old, he said, afraid of losing a potential victim at the first hurdle. "Student, not yet working. University level." "Yeah, right, mate." "What are you studying?" she asked. "I'm studying electrical and electronics engineering in high institutions," he said. I think he means he's got his head in the clouds. "You mean you're doing a PhD?" asked Seraphina. 27 is old to still be at uni. Did you do something else first? "I'm doing little work," he said. "Going to school also, because I'm the one stopping myself in school. My father died when I was a little boy, but can't give up in life. Started working, also continue with my education. I'm 400 level student in high institutions." 400 level, said Seraphina. "What does that mean? Which university are you at?" "New York High School," he said. "Tell me more about yourself too." "I thought you said you were at university," replied Seraphina. "You can't still be in high school at 27, can you? And you live in London, not New York. Or did you forget where you live?" "You don't understand me," he said. "You're so right, mate. She doesn't." If you're wondering why she thinks he lives in London, this is what his profile said on Facebook. That he lives in London, United Kingdom, and that he's from the London Borough of Islington. New London High School, we know from a previous video, is in New London, Connecticut, in the USA. In reply to Seraphina saying, "And you live in London, not New York, or did you forget where you live?" his answer was yes. "Okay," she said, "where in London is New York High School?" To which his reply was, "You are right." "What?" asked Seraphina. "I asked you where New York High School is." To which his reply was, "I did a very strong mistake by saying that. Unbelievable." "You should know, mate, you should know." "Definitely unbelievable," said Seraphina. "So where are you really studying?" "Let me tell you the truth," said our man, who you'll soon learn has very little idea of what the truth actually is. "I'm waiting with bated breath," said Seraphina. "I'm studying University of London," he said, sending her a photograph of a sign that said University of London. "Okay," she asked. "Which college are you at?" The University of London, as far as I can tell, is a sort of overarching body to which several colleges in London belong. Many years ago, they were all colleges that were part of the University of London, but I think most of them are now independent universities, and the University of London is a kind of administrative body that oversees them. I could be wrong about that, of course. If anyone can really explain it, please do leave the explanation in the comments below. "I told you before," he said. "No, you didn't," said Seraphina. "You told me you were at school in New York. Now you'll say you're at the University of London. But which college are you in? Don't you know which college you're studying at? How do you get to lectures if you don't know where you're going?" Studies brand management in University of London, he said. Oh, said Seraphina, you changed courses. Remember, a few pages ago, he was doing electronics and electrical engineering. Don't go to lectures every day because of work, he said. You changed courses? Asked Seraphina again. You're a funny woman, he said. You asked 2 questions. If you're not looking at the screen, that's T-O-O, not T-W-O. You haven't managed to answer any of them yet, she said. I'm just trying to work out what you're studying and where. Are you a lectures? He said. But you don't seem to know, she continued. You asked 2 questions, he said again. It shouldn't be hard to tell me what course you're studying and where, she replied. That's not too many questions. It's 2 that should be really easy to answer. So, tell me what you really do, because you clearly aren't at university in London or anywhere. Lots of smiley faces, he said. You sound funny. So you aren't going to answer 2 really easy questions, she said. What course are you studying, and where in London are you studying it? I've answered all your questions, he tried. No, you haven't, said Seraphina. You've told me 2 completely different courses and a school in New York. Please, he said, sending 2 sad faces. And you haven't told me which part of the University of London you're studying at, she continued. So I know you're lying to me. Those are 2 simple questions. So tell me what you really do, or go away. I'm sorry, I'm lying to you, he said. I know that, said Seraphina. Idiot. I know that was most un-Seraphina-like, but I wasn't in the Seraphina zone. This man was being such a twat. Who is idiot? He asked, sounding a bit like Manuel from Fawlty Towers, I guess. You are, said Seraphina. What do you really do for a living, and are you in London or New York? Me? Idiot? He said. Yes, you, said Seraphina. OK, no problem, he said. So, said Seraphina, what do you really do? Why are you calling me idiot first time? He said pathetically. Oh, I can't imagine, mate. I really can't think why. For trying to pretend you're an advanced level university, she said sentence, but she meant student, when you clearly are too stupid to be at uni. I'm not happy about that word, he said. Well, you're the one that's being an idiot and lying, so tough, said Seraphina. Stop being an idiot and tell me what you really do. Last time of asking. I'm angry about that word, said our baby, freshly out of diapers, or nappies if you're in the UK. Because of lying to you. That's why I called me idiot. How? You lied to me, and you're unhappy about being called an idiot? You are kidding me, right? Said Seraphina. Or are you even more of an idiot than I thought? Stupid as well, I guess. Why should you call me idiot? Why? He asked. Because you're a lying, stupid idiot, she said. If you can't even get that, you're even more stupid than I thought. So go away. I told you. I'm sorry, he said. No, you didn't, said Seraphina. You keep moaning like a baby. So he sent some smiley faces. So, final chance, she said. I'll not ask you again. What do you do? Can I ask you something, he said. No, said Seraphina. Why? He said. Answer the question or go away, she said. Why? He asked again. Answer the question or go away, she said. It shouldn't be hard. You have a count of 10 to tell me what you really do. I tried that in a video months and months ago, and it freaked the scammer, and they answered. So, my gift to you, if you're someone that likes to wind up scammers, it actually seems to work every time. You just type 10, 9, 8 and a countdown, and leave a second or 2 between each number to give them time to panic. We got down to 8. I'm working, he said. 7, said Seraphina. I'm living in Pakistan, he said. Done. What's your work? Said Seraphina. What do you really do? And carried on the countdown. She got down to 5. I'm working in a company that produces electronics, he said. 4, said Seraphina. In Pakistan, he added. OK, said Seraphina. Done, he said. And I feel we should have a little musical interlude here, because you think it's done, because that's what he said. So, courtesy of my video making software, Here's a musical interlude. So why did it take you so long to tell me that? Asked Seraphina. An hour, and it was a simple question. I'm sorry, he said. If you say so, said Seraphina. Which company do you work for? Construction company in Islamabad, Pakistan, he said. Construction company? Said Seraphina. You just said you produce electronics. Try again. Or is this going to be as hard as deciding which university you go to? To which his reply was, yes. Bear that in mind. We are producing electronics, he said. What kind of electronics? Asked Seraphina. Electronic components, he said, sending her a photo of some electronic components. OK, she said. What do you do there? Did you take that photo? Yes, he said. You took that photo? Asked Seraphina. Yes, he said. Seraphina recognises a stock photo when she sees one, so she did a Google reverse image search. And this is what she found. Lots of sites using the same image. I can do a reverse image search, you know, she said, so I know you're still lying to me. Goodbye. Me? Lying again? He said. If you ever work out what truth is, let me know, said Seraphina. Yes, you. Lying. I can do a Google image search just as well as you can, probably better. You're too funny, he said. And you're a liar and an idiot, she said. Go away. Do you believe me? I'm living in Pakistan, he said. No, she said. I don't believe a single word you've said so far. To which he sent lots of laughters and a couple of smiley faces. Why is that funny? She asked. You think being an idiotic liar is funny? You are too smart woman, he said. You're too thick man, she answered. Nobody's supposed to lying to you. I understand the woman you are, he said. You need truth in your life. No, she said, you need truth in your life. I tell to lying to you, find it very difficult, he said. Is matter tell you the truth? I can hardly wait for the next lot of lies, said Seraphina. Lots more smiley faces, he said. No lying. Ooh, now where have we heard that before, mate? If you say so, said Seraphina. I'm from South Africa, he said. I travelled to Pakistan last month. I'm in Pakistan right now. What are you doing in Pakistan? She asked. I'm into business, man. I'm buying clothes there, selling it in my country, South Africa. And he sent a photo, taken from a balcony. If you say so, said Seraphina. Where are you in Pakistan? That photo looks lovely. Islamabad, he said, and then sent a photo taken on a train. OK, she said. No need lying again, he said, again. We'll see, said Seraphina. I'm sorry for all lies. I tried to lying to you, but you're too smart woman. It's better tell you the truth. I'm sorry for all lies. Forgive me. I promise you, I will also tell you the truth. Can I ask you questions? How old are you? Who are you? It's your turn to answer my own questions, please. Where are you from? What are you doing as a living? Married or single? Come on, answer my own questions. I don't know you yet. I'm 55, said Seraphina, and I live in a small town called Glastonbury in Somerset. That's in England. I'm a spiritual lady. I work to bring peace and harmony to people's lives. It's a gift I've had since I was a child. And you can ponder the morals of me, as in Seraphina, continuing to lie to him, having repeatedly accused him of lying to her. I don't think my relationship status is any of your business, is it? She said. I very definitely don't want to marry you or have a relationship with you. Really? He said. Do you have kids? I have a grown-up daughter, she said. Whose feet are those on your profile pic? If you could be bothered to rewind to the beginning of this video, you'll see that his profile picture on Facebook was a pair of women's feet with high heels and manicured toenails. Are you a single woman? He asked again. I told you, I don't think my relationship status is any of your business, she said. Why do you even want to know? Why you sound like this? He said. I don't even know you, said Seraphina. Why should I tell you that? Forget about what happened last, he said. Let us continue new discussion. And you spent a whole hour lying to me, said Seraphina. We're getting to know each other now, he said. Yeah, you see right there, mate. I'm old enough to be your mother, and my daughter is older than you are, said Seraphina. That's all you need to know. I was going to miss a little bit out here, because so far I haven't missed out any of the conversation. But when I looked at it, I thought, nah, let's leave it all in. He's too much fun. Forget about ages, he said. All right? Age is just a number. I certainly don't want a relationship with you, she said, so my relationship status is none of your business. You are truthfully woman, he said. Please, can you stop this, all right? Stop what? She said. It's true. Why would I want a relationship with you? How about your husband? He asked. Mind your own business. Or go away. All right, he said. You really are thick, aren't you? She said. No problem, he said, but like you're chatting. We can be friends here, right? I doubt it, said Seraphina, but you can try. I'm also a simple person, he said. Thanks for your advance. You put truth into my life. God bless you and your families. I don't think you're senior, my mother, he said. You're younger than my daughter, said Seraphina. She's 30. I'm senior brother. His age is of 35 years, he said. I'm last born, that's why. Remember my words. Age is just a numbers. Are you there? What is your country time? Here in Pakistan, it's 3:12 p.m. afternoon. Yes, said Seraphina. I was in the kitchen chopping vegetables for a casserole. Well, I was. There's only so much time you can spend sitting talking to twats like this. Really, he said. I prepared rice and chicken yesterday. That's why you look younger than your age, always eating vegetables. That's very kind of you, said Seraphina. I'm vegetarian. I will start eating that vegetables here in Pakistan, he said. I want looking so younger than my age. How about your husband? You don't want to answer my questions? For the last time, she said, and in case you have memory or understanding difficulties, my relationship status is none of your business. So he sent her a photograph of some eggs. I understand you, he said. Just a friend. Why on earth did you just send me a photograph of eggs? Asked Seraphina. My afternoon lunch, he said. On a train, said Seraphina. Pull the other leg. I don't understand, he said. You're on a train, remember? You sent me a photo. Yes, he said. If you're going to keep lying to me, at least remember what you're saying, said Seraphina. No, he said. No lying again. Yeah, right, said Seraphina. So they serve lunch on china plates on trains in Pakistan, do they? Your life don't need lie, he said. I will never lie to you again. I promise you. So, she said, either you're on a train or you're somewhere eating lunch from a china plate. Which is it? And this next bit is why I left all that last bit in. I don't like making fun of people whose English isn't perfect. However bad their English is, it's always better than my grasp of their own language. I'm terrible with languages. But remember, this chap started off by telling us that he lived in London and that he was studying at the University of London. He sent a little video from a kitchen. I'm a Christian, he said, not Muslim. We're using Chinese plate. I'm not interested in your religion, said Seraphina. And what's a Chinese plate got to do with anything? So now you aren't on a train, you're in a kitchen. Yes, he said. Try to understand me. That's clever, said Seraphina. Believe me, mate, I couldn't understand a liar like you if you spent all day on here. It's just one lie after another, isn't it? I'm not lying again, he said. I'm at home now, he said. OK, she said. Video call me and show me where you are. He sent 2 smileys and a laugh. So she called him. And guess what? He answered her. His line was really bad. Hello? Can you hear me?
That's right. I can hear you very well.
Okay.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. So, where are you really?
I'm not seeing you, right?
Sorry,
Okay.
it's really hard to hear you. There's a lot of background noise.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
I still can't hear you.
Yeah, fine. I'm not seeing you.
Okay, right. There you go. So, tell me where you really are.
Alright.
So, where are you
I'm at
really?
Pakistan right now. I'm at home. I'm at home right now.
Sorry, you're.
Thank you. I am at home right now. I'm at home in Pakistan.
You're at home.
I'm at home. At home.
You're at home.
Yeah. I'm at house.
Where's home?
Huh?
Where's home? Hello again.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So you weren't on the train, were you?
I'm at home.
Yeah, so you weren't on the
Am I
train.
home?
You weren't on a train, were you?
That's why I'm telling you I'm at home right now.
Yeah, so you weren't on a train, so that was
You
another
can
lie.
see my phone. Alright. So, big.
Oh, you're cutting out
Or
again.
15.
You keep cutting in and out.
Are you hearing me? This is take it.
Would I hear you better if you went outside in the street?
Take it. Yeah, so I'm inside my home right now.
Would I hear you
You
better?
understand?
Would you have a better connection if you went outside?
I'm inside.
No, go outside. I can't really hear you.
So I
very
just
well.
show you the building. I just show you the building. Oh, alright. Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now?
You a bit better, yes.
Okay. I said I just show you the building. That building in Pakistan.
Yeah. Can you go outside? You might have a better
Yeah.
connection outside.
Yeah.
Our man got the point and went onto the roof of the building. I took some screenshots, and although it's really, really hard to tell, the view he showed me from the roof of the apartment was the same as one of the photographs he'd sent me when he claimed to be on a train. So I'm pretty certain that he really was in Islamabad. Whether or not he was ever on a train, I honestly don't know.
Alright. I can try. So what I see you outside the building? Yeah.
No, you're still inside, aren't you?
Sun is too much. Sun is too much here in the level.
Right, is it very hot?
Yeah, very hot.
Oh, that's better. Okay, right, now I can see outside. Oh, that's the view you sent me earlier on from your balcony, isn't it?
Top of the building.
Yeah. You've still got a very bad connection. You've frozen, I can't hear you.
Yeah, are you hearing me now? I'm outside the building.
Yeah, I can hear. Sometimes I can hear you, and sometimes I can't.
Alright. The sun is too much outside.
Yeah, it looks very hot.
Too hot.
So what are you really doing in this? What are you really doing in Pakistan?
Alright, I'm used to, like I told you before, I'm used to business.
Sorry,
Businessman.
it's really hard to hear you.
Buying clothes.
Buying clothes.
Are you hearing me?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Buying clothes here and selling it in my shop.
Right.
Yeah.
So whereabouts in South Africa do you live?
Yeah. Simply, yeah, selling it here.
Yeah. Where in South Africa do you live?
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you, yes.
I'm buying clothes in Pakistan.
Yeah.
I'm selling it down in my country.
Yeah.
Because buying clothes here, clothes, cheaper. That is why I'm buying clothes here and selling it down in my country.
The line went really bad after that, and he got cut off again. He tried to continue talking to Seraphina. Are you busy right now? He asked. Go away, she said. I'm really not interested in talking to you again. But I hope your trip to Pakistan goes well, and I hope next time you're in church you ask God for guidance. What happened? He said. I'll give you a clue, she said. You're a liar. I'm not lying to you, he said. Believe me. Maybe not, she said. But you were. You only contacted me so you could lie to me. And so she stopped talking to him. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to support my channel, there's a link in the description box below. You can make a small donation through buymeacoffee.com/romancescammers. And I'll see you again in another video.